Just drilled in one of the old heating pipes. Okay. More stuff. Wait, it comes out of all holes now.
So far, our 1875 house has brought us so many hidden treasures and so much incredible change that somehow made these hard moments feel worth it. And so today, we're tackling yet another big and challenging job. So we're very excited because we finally get to start with the upstairs. And we've decided the first room we start with will be our bedroom, or we finally decided this will be our bedroom. So we've taken the majority of the wallpaper down. We will take the carpet out next, and then little things like doing the light fixtures and the silicone, which is everywhere. But we're just trying to figure out where to put things in this room because it is very symmetrical. We do have the two walls coming in at the same angle, but obviously this side's a little bit bigger when it comes to the door position. So we thought at first that we will pop the bed here where we've marked on the wall. So you have this nice beautiful view out the windows. But the one issue we had was the bed will end around here. And then if you want to walk into bed and you're on this side, you will feel very uncomfortable with the wall. I feel like it'll be a little bit too close. And if we put the bed even closer to the door, then it's also claustrophobic on this side and we can't have a nice side light. So we decided that it's probably better to have the bed here in the middle of the wall. So you're facing this way, which is where the sun rises. However, we also have quite a tall bed, so it'll probably come up to here on the wall, meaning that you have this gap from behind. And we don't want to get a smaller bed because I also hate when you try to get up in the morning and you bang your head. But we also don't want to have such a big space. So we're trying to figure out now if we make it storage behind or we just close it and then the wall will come up here, meet here, and then have the slant. So it's a straight wall. The only thing that worries us is obviously this will throw off the whole symmetry in the room. So the other side will stay like that. But we do hope that with the decision of either doing it as a plain wall or with wallpaper, once the bed's here, that we won't see the asymmetry, it won't be an issue. But it just means that we can both access the bed without having to bang our heads, and it still looks nice in this room.
For the light, the lighting is quite difficult in here because we really don't want like a standard overhead light or lamp. We will still keep it there probably, at least the cable. And then we want to find a solution for like a kind of like a bright light in here if we ever need it. But in general, in the bedroom, we more want like a mood lighting, like an indirect lighting. And so we really wanted to utilize these beams. And at first we thought we might just put it in here, the lights, but then I do think that the cobwebs they will just come and it's just very noticeable then. So we thought another nice solution, and that's probably the one we'd want to go for, is if we have two on each side pointing on the slanted ceiling. And that should give us a nice indirect light. So one goes here, and the other one probably goes here, and the same on the other side. So luckily we already have cables there, one on this and on the other side, and these are connected with a switch, so that's actually perfect. We just need to drill holes through now and split the cable, but that shouldn't be a difficult job. And then after the carpet is out, let me just turn that off. Here with my Gandalf stick. And then after the carpet is out, we need to put panels, floor panels down for the floor heating. And it's like, it's almost like a dry wall. It's quite thick, like 25 millimeters. And it has slots cut in so that the heating company can put the pipes in these slots. And after that, we can put like a nice floor, probably a wooden floor on top. I feel quite lucky that the walls are pretty good and we don't really have to do a lot with those. It's drywall now. We just want to render everything, put the floor in and do the lighting. So it's not too much, but to be honest, I always say that, and in the end it always takes us like a week more than expected, but I'm good. I have good hopes that we manage. We took the wallpaper off and found these drawings of really nice doors. So it looked like they were already back then, like 40 years ago when they renovated it. They were thinking about what the best design is for the doors. And then they decided to go ahead with that. So, yeah, that's another thing we have to, or we want to sort out in the whole house, basically, to do some paneling on the doors. It's not a main priority, but we would prefer probably something like these.
So, like Max said, step one, we started ripping out all of this very blue and dusty old carpet. And whilst I did that, Max drilled the holes to prepare all of the lighting cables. Then we came to step two, the torturous job of scraping off the old glue used for the carpet. And my next job, step four I guess, was scraping off the rest of the wallpaper from the remaining walls and the ceiling. This part was a bit more satisfying than the carpet glue. And once the holes were ready and the room semi-cleaned, we deliberated a plan. Now I will remove the silicone, which is everywhere, still.
Fun job. And I will just start closing all the holes that I did in the ceiling and on the walls.
That's good.
And after that, I'll start putting the wall in for like behind the bed.
Which is really exciting because then we'll start to get a bit of visual what this room will look like.
Yeah, actually. Yeah, and that will finally feel like we're making some progress, I think, once this wall is done.
Yeah, because right now it just feels like we're making a mess.
Yeah.
Max had quite a few holes to close as we had this huge door here. I'm not sure if you remember, it used to be part of the crawl space, but it is now being used as part of the bathroom. So closing that felt really final, as it was pretty ugly too. As well as that, we had a few other holes which we made to check what was behind the walls, or for the lights of course, and then an additional few more holes that were used for the sockets because we felt like this room was really lacking. Me, on the other hand, I had the patience testing job of removing silicone from every single crevice of the whole beams, and I mean the whole beams. The previous owners or builders, I don't know who to blame, believed that it was a good idea to seal and cover all the wood in the whole house actually with silicone, as well as the windows. I'm guessing their initial intentions were harmless, but the aftermath for me to clear it was not. But this was honestly no problem to the iceberg of problems that were coming our way.
So the laser line is now where we will get the new wall in for the bed. What's a bit interesting is I made like a marker here, this little line, and over there. And it's the exact same measurements, but here it's on the laser line, there it's not. Which means that floor is not on level. It's like higher on this side here. No, lower. Higher on this side actually. Because the laser is perfectly level. So...
And you checked it with your stick.
Checked it with my stick. It's not the end of the world, but you can see it's just a really old building.
And what do we match it to? Do we match it to the floor now, the wall, or to the walls?
No, I think it's in the end it's a slight difference. So for me it's easier to work if I work after the laser line, because now I can screw everything like right on the line. And in the end, no one will see it. But that's now the next step, that I put like I screw wood on top, and then we screw OSB panels on, and then the drywall.
Sounds easy, right? Nothing should go wrong here. Well, you're wrong.
Just drilled in one of the old heating pipes. My heart stopped for a second because I thought we had literally screwed. But it's alright. But that really showed me that I shouldn't, until now I've only cut these old pipes off, and I wanted to just hide them in the plastering. But I think I should really just blow them out with some air to really get all the water out, because I don't want any moisture to just be stuck behind these walls.
So we assembled the blasting team. With Max on one end and me blasting on the other, we gave it a go with no expectations, as probably we were getting a little bit tired at this point and delusional. And I must add a disclaimer. Max has many skills, but what you're about to witness is not one. Sorry, Max.
Yeah. Ah, yeah, that's good. 1 second. Okay, now we can do it for a few seconds. Yep. 1 second. Wait. How do we do that? Yep. Yep. Yeah, a bit longer. That was a bit too much. Yeah. 1 second. No, wait. We made a bit of a mess here now.
You have one job.
It was just shooting out. How can I stop
How
it?
does it come out that way?
Well, there are the pipes.
That confuses me because I'm there.
They go,
Literally just...
they go through the wall and then
Okay.
come out here.
Well,
Yeah, I think we just do it again.
how are you catching it? Is it literally just shooting at you?
Well, I'm trying to. Sometimes it only comes out a little bit, then I can catch it with that. But I just shot all the way across.
Okay, I'll try and be more gentle.
Okay. More. 1 second. Yeah. More. Again. Okay, that's good. I think this one is empty. Okay. More. More stuff. Fuck me. Wait, it comes out of all holes now. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, more. 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 More.
I just realised that wasn't very pleasant to watch, so I'm going to stop right there. And since our brains were clearly not working out anymore, we decided to call it a night anyway. And this is where we were at the next morning.
What a stupid boy.
No. Look at that.
It's good.
And you managed to make it straight.
Kind of. It will still be a little bit higher on the left
Okay.
or on the right. One side will be like that much higher.
Okay.
I do hope that no one will see it in the end.
No, and this will be a white wall with the bed in front of it, so
Yeah, that's true.
if it's a couple of centimeters off, it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, and we forgot to mention this, but originally we thought of doing storage behind the bed, like this, kind of in the wall. Then we thought, we're never really going to use it probably, and would find it maybe a bit annoying to always have to move the bed or the side tables. So instead we filled it and sealed it forever.
So I know it's not perfect, but I mean we do have like little gaps here and it's all a little bit crooked, but it's just important to me that the top here is on the slanted ceiling, because that will make it stable. So if we push the bed against it, it won't just fall back. And then we put drywall on anyway, so all these gaps will be hidden. It's just to make it a little bit more sturdy.
But the whole problem is the fact this isn't straight, right?
Yeah, that was the main issue here, where I was struggling so much to measure everything, because the floor here, either the floor goes down or the roof goes up on that side.
Now it was time for the proper change-making jobs. Max was on closing duties to finish the wall, and I was wrapping and taping.
Why is it a shit moment?
Because it just all sticks together. It's just so perfect. I have a little bit of a perfectionist with this. It has to look good. Otherwise I feel like it won't be good. Which could only mean one thing, the start of plastering. I will give away a secret. In our bedroom, we're kind of wanting this vibe with the walls, so please trust the process. But once everything was sealed, Max kicked me out so he could fill the cracks.
It doesn't need to be perfect, it's only to fill all the holes, the gaps, and then I put this fabric in, which is not 100% necessary anymore with this product, but I do feel like I just don't want to get any cracks over time, because that would be really annoying after we paint it. So I just rather do that, spend a little bit more time, but then at least we do it right.
And since I wasn't needed, I took myself to do a small task that I've been putting off for a very long time. So I have done a little bit of research, but I feel like these should be a little bit easier to grow because they also grow in the forest and they are a very hardy bulb. I've collected some, of course, when we were doing the grass to replant. I'm still hoping that a lot grows in the grass this year, fingers crossed, but if it doesn't, I definitely wanted to have sections where they were more vigorant. So I want to plant them around these trees that we have standing in the garden that we left, because I really want it to be like leading towards the forest and very dreamy and very fairy-like. So I think I'm just going to put a little bit of soil on top first because a lot of the tree roots are showing and I just need to tidy up the trees. I've cut a lot of the ivy back, but there's still some growing, so I just want to tidy those things up, put some soil down, and then I've watched a tutorial of how to plant them the right depth. So I think I first put the soil to make sure they're at the right depth. However, I hope I have enough to cover both trees, maybe around the little stump as well. I really want this fairy-like garden, and this is my first time ever planting anything in the garden. I saved quite a lot of snowballs and they smell really bad because I used a chicken bucket, and obviously I also saved some from their cage, so I think the chicken poop has already started fertilizing them. They all look like this, they're pretty small, so I have hundreds of them, so I think this will take me quite a while, but I'm just gonna spread them out in little clusters, and then what I do, I'm just gonna show you. He said to use one of these and just split the soil, so you make a little slit, probably better than that, and yeah, you just put it in so that the tip is pointing upwards, and you just put it in like that, and I just do one now to show you, and then you close it, and that's it. He said it was that easy, so I feel like this is something I can do. I never understood why people loved gardening so much. I thought it's the worst thing in the world. But now I get it. Now I really get it. It's mild, it's cold, but the sun's out, the blue sky. And all I'm listening to is the birds and the wind and the trees. Back to reality. The cracks have now had time to dry, and so we prepped for the main event. So I just put like a little bit of tape around all the edges, and now I'm going to put a carpet down, and I hoovered before that, and this is because Max will be plastering all the walls in the next days and the ceiling. And last time when he plastered the office room downstairs, he said it was really difficult to get any little droplets off the ground once it goes hard. So it's better just to cover the ground because that's something that also takes time. So enough chit chat, here's the moment we all waited for. While Max is finishing off that room, I'm starting on the next room, so I have to move everything out of there and put it in the bathroom for now, because the bathroom will be the last room that we finish now. So everything needs to come in here so that we can start plastering the next room, which means all wallpaper, all silicone, all carpet, and we'll be doing the exact same plastering for the next room.
It's actually really satisfying because when it's fresh and wet, you can see every little like hole. But then once it's dry and matte, you can't see any of it. And it's really satisfying to watch.
I think it looks really good.
I appreciate that. Can't wait to paint that.
This one fly just risking it all.
Yeah.
Where is it?
It will stay there forever. I really have no idea how we're gonna do that for the whole house.
How long has this one room taken?
I mean, it did take now like 3 days, I think. But it's also just a tiny room. And downstairs the living room is just huge. And high ceilings.
The walls just keep going.
Don't want to think about that. The walls had a couple of days time now to dry. And next step we need to sand them to, just make them really smooth and to work out these little bumps. It is a job that I really hate, but it's also kind of satisfying to watch when really it's just getting smoother and smoother and you can just in the end see the result. But it's just a hard work and it takes forever, so I'm not looking forward to that. So I'm using 2 machines for that. This is like the main machine. It's like a big sanding machine with like a long handle that makes it easier to also get in all these edges and also to sand the ceiling. And then for all the corners, I use this little one, which just makes it easier to get like nice corners and get in all these little edges. So we were planning to put in sockets next to the bed, and I thought it's easiest to first close the wall, plaster, and then drill the holes for the sockets in. But it's going to be a challenge now to find the cable that I left there, because I kind of thought that my hand would somehow fit through the holes, but I don't think it will.
Finishing the walls was a massive step forward. We still have plenty left to do, including the heated floors and the wood, but this is the vision we've been working towards for our dream bedroom. Seeing this stage come together has truly made that dream start to feel like a reality.